Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is one of the recent releases from McFarlane Toys as part of the DC Multiverse line. It's Cyborg in the more of a cartoonish design that fits his like Teen Titans Go type style. Definitely I think a different style than we've seen from a lot of the other figures that have come out. This one more geared towards the fans of the cartoons, cartoons geared towards younger viewers. So I dig the design. I actually think it was really, really cool. I think DC Multiverse line from McFarlane Toys has been really, really impressive. Figure features 22 moving parts, and these figures also have cards that come with it. So let's open up. We're going to show off the figure itself and kind of give my general thoughts about it. Of course, you go put it through the usual stuff, have it stand, see how it holds up, and do some cool positioning. It does at least come with one gimmick, it would seem like. I've always admired McFarlane Toys. The old figures that I really kind of were familiar with was the original Spawn figures that came out way long ago, and I never bought them, but I always liked them. And when I worked at a comic shop, we sold a ton of them. So I've always been kind of a admirer of the figures, and nowadays the figures have been really impressive. Just the level of detail and just the varied different things that covers has just been amazing. And then on top of it, like it's overall impressive. The first figures I really dealt with are the Warhammer figure line that just came out that we did some reviews of. And I'm super psyched about everything to come for that. Those figures blew me away and actually beat my expectations, which were pretty high. So I'm very excited to see other things from McFarlane. Check it out. All right. So this is the card that I was talking about. You can see that right away. Alright, let's go with the figure. Get a look at it. So I always like to do a stand test to see how easily the figure will stand on its own. Do you need the stands that they come with, or can you easily balance it by itself? Alright, a little bit. One leg is behind a little bit the other one, but I was able to get it to stand on itself, which is fine. There's been figures that we've had in the past that did not pass this test. Alright, other things that jump out at me. There's some weight to this. Just like the Warhammer figure, this does not feel like chintzy plastic. There actually is some beef to the figure itself. I feel like I'm getting something out of it, which is a good thing. It's like, this is not a bad thing at all. Let's go with our tests. We got ankle going up and down, not side to side. It's just, looks like there's a little bit of side. Oh, we got some side to side. There is some side to side. It does not look like, toe, which we discovered on the Necron figure. That was something that I did not know that existed before. Can we get it back is the question. All right, knees, it's got the double joint. That's pretty clear. From the design, you can actually see the joints on it. It's a little bit stiff. This is not a bad thing. The joints have some strength to them. Leg, we got movement there. Up and down. And around. We got pivot at the chest up and down, easy. A little bit at the waist. Side to side is fine with the waist. The back and forth there's a decent amount, but not tons. Mostly at the chest, but combine the two and you're good to go. Arm is very, very movable. I actually popped the arm out while taking out the package. So, elbow is very stiff, but you got some movement there. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Wrist looks like it is very similar to the ankles. See if this arm is as stiff. Now this elbow is not quite as stiff. It doesn't look like there's tons of movement for the elbow though, which is kind of interesting. I'm not getting left and right movement unless I'm missing something. And it is mostly up and down, but even up and down feels fairly limited to what you can do. And then finally, we get the head movement. A little bit up and down, not a lot. Obviously, side to side is good. So overall, like there's some interesting joints to it. The elbow is really, really stiff. You can actually kind of hear it click while moving it around. And then the arm is pretty much, you can get forward. You can't, I can twist the wrist, but I can't really twist the arm. I can't do that at all. So a little bit limited on the movement there is the reason why we do this. Details I think are really cool. The thing that jumps out at me is the use of the plastic. The see-through plastic is really, really neat and a cool detail of the figure. You can see on the legs, the shoulder, and the wrists, and there's clearly, you know, design underneath. The design, you know, there's a little bit of patterns to it. Simple, but it looks really, really neat, and of course extends to the face plate as well, where you get the red eye. So overall, like it's a nice, clean figure. Let's go with that. Like it's well done. You know, crisp, clean lines. The detail is good. It doesn't go over the top. I think the clear plastic is really neat. So overall, like I'm impressed with that. I think this is just a very solid figure, if that makes sense. You know, there's nothing that really jumps out at me in a negative way. As far as gimmicks, we have this blast here. I can't tell if this is supposed to come off or not, but I'm gonna guess. The blast is that. And it shows it coming out of his right hand. So the question is, there we go, pops off there. And we have a weird kind of phallic thing coming out of him. Not bad. Like it's a little bit, you know, not quite clear exactly where you're supposed to put it on. The weight of it seems to be dragging the arm down. The arm is not holding out well. This is the arm that popped out when I initially took him out of the package, so that's not necessarily a good thing. The gimmick's like it's okay. You know, I think I've seen this kind of concept done better with other things, but I kind of dig it in concept. The other thing I'll say is that this feels like a toy that would be more geared towards younger kids, so they may be more impressed with this than, say, hardcore collectors. But overall, this is not bad. Like, it's not a figure that blows me away. We can see here already the weight of the arm just kind of drops with no problem at all, whereas the left arm stays. So there's some weight issues on there. So overall, like it's I think this is an okay figure, not blowing me away, not bad, not great, just very kind of so-so. The figure itself, I think, is pretty good, but the overall execution, like it doesn't excite me. You know, if I was maybe a hardcore Cyborg fan, I would be more about it. I think it's well done, but you know, we've seen, there we go. So there's a perfect example of the arm popping off for me. So yeah, I think you kind of get what I'm saying. You can get this now. It should be out in shops. We'll have links underneath this video where you can purchase it. Some might be affiliate links, as they're affiliate links to support our site. So thank you for doing so. And I want to thank McFarlane Toys for hooking us up with this copy for review. We appreciate that as well. Really excited to dive into more McFarlane Toys and get them out there. And so you can see what I think. If you want the latest comic news, the latest toy news, you can check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, as always, much appreciated. Keep on playing with those toys, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.